Hello, 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 and welcome to the Downsized. My name is Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
And this is our weekly live stream where we talk to people in the community, answer questions, celebrate wins, tell you what's going on, just generally chat. Hopefully JoJo will put in an appearance. You never know. She's in the house somewhere.
She's around here somewhere.
If you don't know us, welcome. If you do know us, welcome back. I've lost 100 pounds in the last 2+ years on Tirzepatide. We started September 2023. I'm 5'10", started at 286.4 pounds. Now down right around 186, 187 pounds.
Whoop, whoop. My name's Laraine. I'm 5'5", 56-year-old mother of 3 children. I started at 193 pounds on September 29th of 2023. And today I weighed 144 pounds. And so I've been in maintenance. We've been on this journey a little over 2 years. I've been in maintenance about 1.5 years. And, this is our lifestyle. We still take our shot every 7 days. We still try to eat about an 80% good diet, 20% maybe not so good because, we're real people. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, oh, no, I didn't have any pie at Thanksgiving. I had some pie. I didn't have all the pies, but I did have some pie, and it was delicious. And
food is neither good nor bad. There's no moral attribution to food.
No, I'm just saying, we eat like normal, what I feel like are normal people. We're not, anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to talk about. So anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? We hope that everybody had a nice time. We certainly did with family. We had Thanksgiving with my side of the family, and then we had a Friendsgiving on Saturday with some friends at our house. So Christopher really cooked 2 Thanksgivings a few days apart, which, that's his like Super Bowl of food. Like that's like his fun time. So where some people stress out about cooking for Thanksgiving. Oh, not Christopher. He's in his element.
I love cooking. I do. Yes. It's a sense of accomplishment, and you get immediate feedback. So
immediate feedback.
Let's see. Before we jump too far into this, we're 3 minutes and 9 seconds, 10 seconds in. We're not doctors.
Oh, right. Oh, where's our little sign? The Condi made us.
Where's our little sign? Our little sign. Hold on, I have it right here. Our little sign. Here you go.
All right. Oh, here comes JoJo. We are not doctors. Condi Carmack made us this sign. We had it at Obesity Week. We had it sitting at our booth for Obesity Week. So we're not doctors. This is not medical advice. If you are interested in starting a GLP-1 medication, the best place to start is with your doctor or your healthcare provider. Okay, these are prescription medications for the treatment of obesity. Obesity is a disease. It's a chronic progressive disease. These GLP-1s are a treatment for the disease of obesity. They are not a cure for the disease of obesity. So we love them. We think they're great. We wanted to tell everybody about it. And so here we are. JoJo, you going to come up here and see us? Yep. Oh, here she is. This is our cat, JoJo. She likes to hang out with us. You'll see her butt maybe, but that's just how she rolls. So why don't you have a seat, JoJo? So I hope you've got your big water ready for today's show. I do. Christopher has his Tervis, which apparently is his favorite kind of cup, I learned today.
I'm not sure how you didn't know that. Well, I like my Yeti coffee cup too, but
you do like
for water, I like the Tervis.
For water, you like the Tervis. I like what Christopher calls, what did you call this? A bucket of water, a pail of water that I carry around.
Overpriced bucket of water, yes.
Well, a viewer gave me this, but
yeah. Anyway, if you haven't already, please take a moment to like and subscribe. So the rules here are pretty simple. Number 1, be nice to each other. Number 2, if you have a question, please put it in the comments. Use a couple of cues at the beginning so we make sure we see it. Number 3, like and subscribe. And number 4, tell us what's going on in your life. If you've got something to celebrate, whether you just started the medication, had a grandbaby, lost some weight, whatever. And we're always happy to celebrate what's going on, and we'll give you some confetti. I'm actually looking in the new year to add some more graphics, all of this kind of thing. So I was thinking maybe some balloons falling. I don't know what else. But I've got some things I'm looking around to celebrate a little more. All right. So, hey, JoJo says hello.
I like it when she looks right in the camera. Yeah, she's a diva.
Who was first?
Shanitha. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a great day.
I like Shanitha has her before and after going on
her profile pic. Yeah, that's and she probably needs a new after because she keeps losing. I think last night during our members live, she gave us an update on her progress. Was it 180 pounds down? Shanitha, you'll have to put it in the chat.
It was something pretty close to that. If that's not it.
Congratulations. Yep.
Becky says like and subscribe.
Hey, Becky. Hello, everyone. Hit the like and subscribe. Great support group, and we learn a lot from each other's journey.
All right. There's 150 of you out there, and I think only about 30 people ever comment. So if you're sitting back going, well, I have a question, put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
We'll talk to you. There's no favorites here. We're happy to talk to anybody out there. We're happy to answer a question, even if it's for the 100th time. It doesn't matter. Everybody has a question. There's no stupid questions.
Well,
just get them out there.
There are stupid
questions.
There's not. But not in the GLP-1 world.
No, it's everybody is. Just because some people have been doing this a long time, everybody has to start one day, and they don't know everything. So
that's true.
We're happy to have a conversation.
Gwen, I had a double cheeseburger for dinner tonight. You know what? We had cheeseburgers too, Gwen. And I walked 3.5 miles today. Wow, Gwen, that's awesome. I walked 0 miles today. Good for you. Kirsten says, I'm waiting for JoJo. Well, you know what? Your wait is over, right, JoJo? She says, oh, I'm a good kitty. I'm a good kitty. All right.
The shape or Shapey, who's a member, thank you, says, hello, fellow downsizers. Hope everyone is doing well.
It's an extended well.
It is an extended well. JoJo's knocking things over. Linda Bookmiller, hello.
Hey, Linda Bookmiller.
Thanks for being a member. Shorty. TJB +3.
Hello. I think she meant to say hello. Hell.
Or just hell.
What the hell, say?
Sometimes that's how you feel. Sandy Shore.
Sandy Shore's here. Hey, Sandy Shore.
Hello, all.
Hello.
Linda Bookmiller says, how long has everyone been on the GLP-1? Curious. I'll start in 19 months compounded Tirzepatide in maintenance for about 3 months.
I thought you've been in maintenance for longer than that, Linda. Well, that's great. 19 months. Yeah, we've been a little over 2 years. So, yeah.
But we don't beat Barb, who's been on one for more than 3.5 years.
Health and Any Cost says, evening all. I started April 2022, so more than 3.5 years.
Deborah Kreischer, 6 months.
Good job, Deborah.
Gwen Roy Rowe is a member.
Shot
thanks.
Number 36. I'm on 13 milligrams compounded Tirzepatide. All right.
So lots of people out there, 11 months. Cali. Hello, all.
Going back to Cali. Barb says, I'm in maintenance on 15 milligrams. Been on 15 milligrams, 27 months.
Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. How are you? Yeah. Wendy Herrera says, 17 months on Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes, down 50 pounds. Awesome. The weight loss is super slow, but my A1C was down to 5.2, and other lab work like liver enzymes are finally normal. I'm happy with this journey. Well, I think you're doing great. Down 50 pounds, that is amazing. A pound a week is 52 pounds in a year, and you're beating that. So the average weight loss is between a half a pound a week and 2 pounds a week on this journey. And we've heard from our type 2 diabetes viewers that their weight loss tends to be a little bit slower. So it sounds like you're doing great. And that's what the research says as well. Maggie Linton says 5 months, down 33 pounds. Good job, Maggie. Hello. Callie says, I'm on 8.5 compound shot. Day is Tuesdays, and yesterday the fatigue really hit me. Wow. Yeah, what day was I really tired? It seems like Sunday. Plus the weather has changed, and that's not helping. I'm also waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It seems like that's not helping with the fatigue. And yeah, fatigue, I mean, really, that's why we put our shot day on Friday, so kind of we can rest over the weekend. Maybe, that might be something you want to think about. But yeah, when the fatigue hits, make sure you're getting your water. Make sure you're adding some electrolytes. Try to do the sugar-free ones. It's better, without the sugar in there. And, rest where you can.
I was just making sure. Because I like to go to the bottom and make sure that they're not going, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Because, that has happened before.
It has happened. My microphone has been off.
Val, hello. Down in the Dale, hello.
Hello.
Thanks for being a member. Dude CHT, also a member. Dennis Sheridan.
Dear Sheridan, 2. Hey, Dennis, nice to see you. Good evening, Downsizers, he says. Farm Girl Rebel. All right. Okay. Good evening, all. Good evening. Doris Goody says, good evening, all. Linda Bookmiller, I'm down 60 pounds, holding steady on about 8 milligrams. That's awesome, Linda. Awesome. We met Linda in person, is why I thought she'd been on. I thought you were on maintenance when we met you then. That was in
Yeah, she came to the meetup in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from Miggy Spins. Hello, all. Hello. Hello. Kate, you're great. Hi, yes. Kate lives in Seattle. Some things I just remember, some things I don't remember at all. The Shape says, been on Tirzepatide 8 months, have lost 65 pounds, met my first goal weight. Yay! $1 lost 32 pounds, and another to start her journey tomorrow. Awesome.
Well, that feels like some more
family. Why did this go off over here?
It's an excellent question. Did JoJo sit on the? Yeah.
Oh, she turned it off. We have another big screen over here.
JoJo just changed the input.
Oh, there you go. All right, JoJo, quit doing that. All right, awesome. It's nice when you can get the whole family involved, right?
It is very nice. GT Logan, hello all.
Hello, Logan. GT Logan. It's Michelle. Hi all. Happy Wednesday. Hey Michelle. How's Florida? Is it warmer than here? I bet it is. Farm Girl Rebel just started Tirzepatide 2.5. Already loving it. Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Hello. Oh, good evening from Williston, Florida. Hey, Deb Marie, 55. Williston. I don't know where that is.
I don't know where Williston is either. Happy holidays from Kansas to the Downsized crew. Todd Stevenson. Thank you very much.
Z8L.
Sandy Shore, 1 year on Tirzepatide, down 53 pounds at my goal weight, 132. I'm 5'2".
Nice,
Good job, Sandy.
Good job. Sandy and I go to the same gym. And one day she said to me, you're losing weight. How are you losing weight? And I said, well, I'm taking some medicine. She said, what is this medicine? So she went to her doctor and she got started. And her doctor started her on some other things first before they got to a GLP-1. But she tried semaglutide. She went to Tirzepatide, and in a year down 53 pounds. And Sandy is, she says her age all the time. I don't think she'd mind if I tell y'all she's 77. We go to a lot of the same workout classes together. She's very active. She just got back from a trip to the Galapagos. So, that's a great example.
I want to be Sandy when I grow up.
I want to be Sandy when I grow up also. Nora Wasson, 3306. Hi, everyone. I'm having some hard side effects on Mounjaro dose 5. I've been having diarrhea, but it lasts like 2 days. Not good for sleep and trying to go to work. Plus I can... Those are some hard side effects.
Yeah,
those sound like a side effect where you should contact your doctor or your healthcare provider and ask them what they think. Did you have these effects on 2.5? You're on Mounjaro. Are you also, I'm assuming, a type 2 diabetic? So maybe there's other issues there. I would definitely ask your doctor because you shouldn't have diarrhea for 2 days. There should be something.
I did a few times early on. I don't remember.
If you can't sleep, if it's waking up.
I don't remember if it was associated with a dose change or not. But I am prone to that anyway. So
you are.
Constipation was never my issue.
That is never your issue. It's more like you eat something and it immediately exits.
But anytime I had that issue, there were only a few times that I had to resort to some Imodium or something like that to clear things up. But talk to your doctor.
I
is what I
definitely
would
talk
do.
to your doctor, Nora. Deb Marie 55. I've been on Mounjaro for 11 weeks, currently on 5 milligrams. I'm down 21 pounds. Excellente, Deb Marie. You're doing great. Deborah Marie. Was that your mom's middle name, Marie?
No, her middle name was Lynn.
Deborah Lynn. That's right. Kate says, at Linda, just started my 10-month. Been in maintenance for 3 months. Good job, Kate. Anthony, I have pumpkin pie and cheesecake in the fridge. Ooh, that sounds deadly. I had to throw away the rest of our pumpkin pie yesterday, actually on Tuesday, because yesterday was Tuesday. What's today? Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
The days. Because I was just eating it. It's like, oh, I'll just have a little piece with my lunch. Oh, I'll just have a little piece after. No, I don't need to keep eating it. So I had to get rid of it. So away it had to go. Super Bowl of food. Love that. It is a Super Bowl.
I don't generally use the Super Bowl analogy. Usually I say it's my high holiday. But
well, I didn't want to offend anyone.
That's not offensive. It's awesome.
Mumi Kiki 2593. Love this sign. Oh, our doctors were not doctors sign. Hello, hey, Jazzy. She says, hi, Downsized fam. Hey, Jazzy. Jazzy's been with us since, gosh, I think since the very beginning. How's it going, Jazzy? Mumi Kiki, I need a shirt. We are not doctors. Yep. New chapter, Nana. Enjoyed eating a little bit of all the delicious food on Thanksgiving. Did not overdo it and lost 1.5 pounds this week. You're the second person that has told me that they lost weight by eating more the week of Thanksgiving. I think that goes toward my very informal eat a cheeseburger theory. When you're eating at a low level, a low calorie level, and your body gets very used to that, and then all of a sudden you just eat Thanksgiving and you're eating a little bit more, and then you go back to your regular eating, your body goes woo, and then it lets go of some weight. So I don't know. Anthony says, do you guys memorize your weight loss intros and doctor disclaimers, or is it off the cuff? I mean, we've said it over 800 times at this point.
I don't know how many. I mean, gosh, we might have 1,000 videos. I don't know how many videos.
When you see me look up, it's because it's what I'm trying to remember. So when we first, in the middle, when we started, I was 54. Now I'm 50. I forget my age all the time. I might say that wrong sometimes. I know I started at 193. I know, I always know my current weight as of this morning. I weigh myself every day. Christopher does too. And we always try to remember to say that we are not doctors, because I just don't want anyone to get the wrong idea and think that we're giving medical advice, because we are not. We're just two people who have lost weight with the GLP-1 medication, and we got so excited about it. We started a YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is doing so good that now it's our main business, our full-time business.
This is what we do. We have 866 videos, so we've said it, and it changes a little bit.
You thought my number was off? I knew it was 800.
I wasn't really sure.
So,
I was looking for the actual number.
Well, on YouTube, you can pull up a stats page that you analytics page that you can send to possible sponsors. And I pulled that up the other day, and I was like, wow, over 800 videos. That's a lot. So we're creeping up on 34,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We put out content every day. We go live pretty much once a week, and we have a second member live. You're looking at me funny. I said something.
It's just my face.
We have a members only live on Tuesdays. We had one last night. If you're interested in being a member of Club Downsized, you can hit that join button. Our content is always free, but we do have a special members only live for members of Club Downsized. We have a Facebook page especially for them. I have another Facebook page that's open to anyone. It's called The Downsized Adventure with Laraine and Christopher. But social media is getting kind of squirrely with what you can say.
TikTok and Facebook and Instagram are
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you want to talk about side effects or how you're feeling or stuff like that, but as far as like, we don't really want to talk about prices or
We can't hear. YouTube doesn't care, but
yeah. YouTube doesn't care.
but again, we always ask if you'll go to our website, thedownsized.org, and sign up for our email list, mostly because we own the email list. Nobody can take it away from us. So if we needed to get in touch, we could, because if you've seen, Dave Knapp lost and regained his TikTok following. I think Allie and Brittany both have lost groups. I mean, so there's a lot going on out there in the world. We're just trying to
So I guess I haven't memorized, but it's not like a formal it's not like a formal thing. Miggy Spins, when are you contemplating going full time? Well, I think we're there. I
think officially it'll be January 1, but basically we're there.
We still have our other business, which is it's a marketing business called the Velocity Institute. You can look it up if you're interested. It's on private brand products. Christopher's an expert in that field, having worked in it for over 20 years or whatever.
Yep.
And we made a business out of it. So we still have a couple of things that we're still going to do for that business, but we work on this every day.
95% of the time.
Every day. We're making videos every day. Christopher made a video this morning. I interview people for the Downsized Dish. We both do pretty much every day. If you'd like to be on the Downsized Dish and tell us your story about your GLP-1 weight loss, we'd love to interview you. You can go to our website at thedownsized.org and click on, what do they click on?
The Downsized Dish
Downsized Dish application. If you scan that QR code, does that go to our website?
That goes to the application.
It goes right to the application. So you can do that now while we're chatting if you want to. It'll probably be in January because our slots for December are filling up. So if you're nervous and you say, well, maybe I need some more time, or maybe you need some motivation to go through the holidays because you have an interview in January and you don't want to, you want to stay on your track, stay on your shot, keep doing all the things, right? So anyway,
yeah.
Kristen AR7900. My grandpa used to collect Tervis cups because it would replace them if they got damaged. Oh, really? When he passed, we found boxes of them, way more than any one 90-year-old man
That's
living
how I feel
alone
about the
needed.
giant cups at our house.
That's awesome. Well, they have so many fun ones. Like I got my daughter one with her college logo. We have one with a South Carolina logo. We had one. We went to a NASCAR event in Charlotte. We got one at that.
That's one of the two I use. It's the NASCAR, and they're both the same size cup.
That's actually my cup.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think I bought that on vacation. And what about it? Hey, Darium. How are you? Darium's one of our moderators, so keep it nice out there, guys. I don't want Darium to have to yell at you. Little farm in the country, 8976. I lost 85 pounds. Then the weight loss stopped. Taking Tirzepatide. Were you at your goal? Maybe your body just said you're there, or maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe it's just slow. Who knows?
Yeah, hard to say.
Here, there's JoJo again.
JoJo says, did you see our news story that we put out at the end of the news on Monday? We did a story about Ozempic or GLP-1 being tested on cats with obesity. JoJo's like, I'm not going to take no shot. We just kind of thought that was just kind of really funny. And a couple of people said, well, what? One lady said, I have 4 cats. They all eat the same food and one of them's obese and the rest aren't. So I just thought that was interesting.
86 David R. Question, am I mistaken? Was there already a multi-dose pen for Ozempic? Yeah, there's a multi-dose pen for Ozempic. There is not one for Zepbound in the U.S. There is actually overseas, Canada. In most cases, they're branded Mounjaro overseas because they don't do it.
Anytime a drug manufacturer changes their delivery device, it has to be FDA approved?
I do believe so, yes.
Yeah, so Novo Nordisk has a multi-dose pen for their GLP-1s, but Eli Lilly does not. So they're going through the approval process.
And the presumption is it shouldn't take long because Eli Lilly uses that same pen overseas and it's been approved by other people, and they use it for other medications with a different label. So it's not like
they're reinventing
it's a brand
the wheel.
new device, right?
Yeah, should be. 185 pounds, Shanitha says she lost. I love this group, and my husband always says, your family. Your family's on. Awesome. CD what? There's no favorites?
I think she might be talking about Tervises, but I'm not sure.
Just the cups?
Yeah, nah. I like this. I don't like
He doesn't like the big 40 ounce.
And I don't really like straws. Just personal preference.
I used to like, I have a lot of the bottles that are just, they call them the chug style bottles where you just flip the lid up and you're like, chug, 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 chug. I find I drink water faster that way. And then he always yells at me, says it's not good for me. And I'm like, it's fine.
Well, as fast as you do, it's like a college kid with a funnel.
Well, but, a straw is a little bit slower. I don't really do the chug so much anymore. MM Callie says, had my first appointment with my Mochi dietitian today. I really liked him. I think I'm going to enjoy working with him. Has anyone else taken advantage of the Mochi dietitian? If you haven't and you're a Mochi patient, that's included in your $79 membership fee. So I highly encourage you to make an appointment with your dietitian. I've met with a dietitian through Mochi. It was like a personal coaching session. Like she really, we really worked on things like specific to me and what I was eating and what I liked to eat and, different strategies that might help me. Honestly, I should set another appointment with her. But yeah, highly recommend. Love the JoJo face cam. Thanks, Anthony. That happens once in a blue moon. We usually get the other end. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with this one. Right, Joe? She says, I don't know. Laraine, do you take your measurements? And if so, how often? Thanks, Sally Newhouse. I didn't at the beginning, but I know my waist was 35 because I used to buy plus size clothes on Shein, and I know that was my waist measurement. Now I think it's like 30-ish. I don't take my measurements. I know that I went from a size 14.6 or size 12.14 to a size 4.6. So taking measurements is good. Like I highly encourage people to do that. I've done that so many times at the beginning of so many diets in my life that I just really didn't even think to do it this time because I'm like, all right, I'm going to do these shots and maybe they'll work. And they did. Georgia Dabnett. Hi, taking my shots, 22 pounds down and happily making 1% loss each week now for 11 weeks. Woo, woo. Thanks for the info and inspiration. That's awesome. Thanks, Georgia.
Maggie May says, I like Tervis for smoothies and the cup for hot drinks. Also in the morning, I have a Yeti coffee cup that I really like. I have like two. Actually, I have two because I used the first one for my mother-in-law gave it to me maybe 10 years ago, a long time ago.
Before Yetis were even popular.
Yeah, before, it was like grandma was ahead of the game. And the handle started chipping, which just kind of made it was, I don't know, it was just uncomfortable to hold. So I got a new one. I still use it occasionally though.
Joe Bracamonte. 18 weeks on Tirzepatide and have lost 53 pounds. Congratulations, Joe. I've been on 7.5 milligrams, going on my 8th week, 3 more weeks left, and then switching to Retatrutide. What? Say what, Joe? Retatrutide has not been approved for legal use in the United States. It's still in phase 3 trials. So, same provider of Tirzepatide. These are prescription drugs, and that's what we encourage people to do. Yeah. GT Logan, GLP-1. I am watching while on my rower, going for 3K. 18 weeks for me. All right, Logan. GT Logan. Wait, is it George Logan? I think your first name was George, right? All right, you can let me know. All right. Shanitha says, I will have been in the medication for 2 years on January 24th. Wow. So 2 years, 185 pounds. That's fantastic. That's more than pounds. No, 2 pounds. So it's between 1 and 2 pounds a week for 2 years. That's awesome.
Deb Marie, question, where do I find info for compounding pharmacies in Florida? Asking for a friend. She doesn't have insurance. So the way the vast majority of compounding pharmacies work is they are not consumer pharmacies.
You can't walk in.
So it's not like a
mostly.
CVS or Walgreens or Walmart where you can just walk in and get a
So
prescription.
there might be some like that.
There may be some, but the
generally not.
vast majority of them are not that way, and your doctor has to send a prescription to a pharmacy. So for instance, there's a pharmacy in Florida called Hallandale that your doctor, if they have the relationship set up, could send it directly to. Many local providers are skittish around doing that and don't do that. So many people resort to telehealth.
If you want to go,
companies are just basically doctors online. You have a meeting with the doctor. They talk about your progress, your process, your health. They do basically a meeting just like you would in an office with your doctor. And then they have established relationships with compounding pharmacies. We have a telehealth company that we use that sources all of ours through compounding pharmacy. It doesn't really matter what state it's in as long as they deliver to you. They have to be licensed to come to the state. So ours has come from 3 or 4 different states.
Right. So we use Mochi Health. You can go to joinmochi.com. You can use my code and get $40 off your first order. If you want to give your friend my code, it's QIYG, the letter O, and then the number 8. And they'll match you. So if you're in-person doctor, my in-person doctor will not send a prescription to a compounding pharmacy for me. I asked her. She's like, no, if I can't vet them, I can't, support them. So, Mochi and other telehealths like that have vetted these compounding pharmacies. So that's how they're able to have these relationships.
Yep. Down in the Dale, 3 months on 5 on Mounjaro. Sylvia Jones, hello everyone from London. Been on Mounjaro for 23 weeks. Lost 47 pounds so far on 5 milligram. Hello in London.
Good job, Sylvia Jones.
Good job. Let's see, where were we? Here we go. Question from Mumikik. Studies show that there are positive effects of Tirzepatide towards cardiovascular health and against breast cancer. Have you heard of other conditions that GLP-1s can help with? Watch the news every week, and we report on this stuff every day. Sleep apnea, knee pain. There's literally research every day that's going on it, and some of it works, some of it doesn't. But there's a lot.
A lot of studies being done. They don't quite know all the things that Tirzepatide is helping us with in our body. So I think we're going to see a lot more studies coming out. Breast cancer, I don't. Have we reported?
There was some minor effects on it. Now some of them you have to be careful because sometimes they're doing research on semaglutide and sometimes they're doing research on Tirzepatide, which although they're both meds for obesity, because semaglutide is so heavily GLP-1, it's all GLP-1. Tirzepatide is like 5 to 1, depending on the dose, GLP-1 and GIP. So the 2 different drugs could do different things in your body and could have different benefits. Let's see here. Kate, CD, you said there were no favorites of those that commented the chat. Oh. It's okay. You didn't have to tell all I'm the favorite.
We met Kate in, thank you for your super chat. Kate, you're awesome. We met Kate in Las Vegas at our Las Vegas meetup. She came with her daughter. It was great to meet her. We've done all our meetups now. We don't have any more scheduled. So we are looking at some things for 2026. So make sure you subscribe so you know what we're doing. And, sign up for our email list too. We push a lot of stuff out that way. Not a lot, but occasionally. So the dude, CHD. For the first time ever in California, Mochi is offering more than Red Rock. Has anyone used key compounding? Thoughts? Don't know them. I know that Red Rock, weren't they kind of like they wouldn't go up to the top dose?
I think that wasn't Red Rock. I think that was
somebody else.
Fridays or somebody.
Yeah, California has, they're more regulated than the other states. So I have not used key compounding. I haven't. A quick Google search could probably tell you when they established and how long they've been in business. Elizabeth Petrie. I've been on Zepbound since May 2025 and lost 88 pounds. My husband started his Mounjaro journey yesterday. That's awesome, Elizabeth. He saw you losing all that weight and he goes, I need to get on this too. Farm Girl Rebel says, I've been on 5 days. LOL, I haven't weighed myself yet. No worries, Farm Girl.
Gotta start somewhere.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad you've gotten started. Took that first shot. That's the scariest thing, right? Taking that first shot. Becky Clark says 41 weeks, 45 down from GLP-1 medications, 52 pounds for the year. Congratulations to all. Jojo says, congratulations. Hey, Anna Hoover. She says, good evening. Lisa Brockington. I take my 8th shot tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. Cav I don't know what that is. 505. Hey there. I just took my 12th injection of Tirzepatide and down 34 pounds. Thanks to Downsized, went with Mochi and loving the journey so far. All right. Awesome. 12th injection, down 34 pounds. That's great. Great result. Lynn 5 or R5N. Thanks for past discussions. That it is okay to switch doctors. My doctor switched clinics and her staff won't do a PA because it takes too much time. Any questions I should ask my new doctor? I guess, will you do prior authorizations?
Yeah. I would start with, first of all, have you already found your new doctor? Because if you haven't, then I would go, we have a link on our website at thedownsized.org under resources. You can actually search for obesity certified physicians. Mm-hmm. Those doctors have additional training and will have staff that knows how to do PAs and is more likely to get it done.
Yeah.
No, why would you? Not hopefully they do.
Maybe they're a one-man you know what I mean? Like it could be a small place.
Beyond that, I would look at their specialties, see what they're specializing in. If you can send them some questions or ask them questions and go, hey, how do you feel about people who have weight to lose? What's your approach? Do you have a staff that can help me? Just be honestly, we all get too hung up in being afraid to talk to doctors, and it gets in our way. We've got to just ask
prior
questions.
Authorizations. They do that for their members. Mochi can also prescribe Zepbound and Ozempic to your local pharmacy if your insurance covers it. So that, a lot of times getting to another doctor, it takes time and you time off work and you have to, sometimes the telehealth is just fills the need for what you want to do. Todd Stevenson says shot 25 today on compounded Tirzepatide, currently on 10 milligrams, down 40 pounds, couple pounds from goal, started in mid-June. All right, Todd Stevenson, you go. Rachel 5 Crook 15. Hi everyone. Week 13 down 28 pounds. Still struggling with water intake. Well, go get your water, Rachel, and let's do some drinking. But otherwise feeling great. I was not getting my water in because today I didn't go to the gym. So usually when I go to the gym, I fill this up, I take it in the car, I drink some on the way, drink some while I'm working out, I drink some when I come back. And by the time I come back, there's 40 ounces gone. And then I fill it up again. And then I'm pretty much good for the day, right? In addition to other things I drink. Diet Coke here, coffee, But yeah, so, my advice is get a fun cup that you like, carry it with you everywhere you go. So every time you look at it, it makes you happy and I'm going to drink my water. And I put stuff in my water like electrolytes. Sometimes I get the little 0 calorie packets of the flavors. I don't know, I get them at Dollar Tree sometimes, just the little cheapy packets. Sometimes I get the more expensive electrolyte packets. But there's ways to get that water in.
Linda Diaz says, question, has anyone changed their picture on their driver's license when you get to your target weight? I haven't yet, but honestly, I think I've lost my driver's license anyway. It's in the house somewhere. I don't know where. I can tell you the last time I went through security.
Didn't one of them look at it?
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
I just got a new passport, which came super fast, by the way. I could renew my passport online. I just had to take a picture and upload it. And taking that picture, I don't know, it was a little tricky to get one that would would upload, but I definitely liked having the smaller face in my picture than I won from 10 years ago. It's Darian. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Please double check that you've hit that like button. You too, Novo Nordisk, Lilly, Pfizer, and all the others. You like to. Yeah, sometimes we know that Big Pharma is watching our videos, so hello. Thanks for lowering your prices $50. You can lower them some more.
And Eli Lilly, I feel like you've got the cash for a super chat.
Oh,
just saying.
Do they? I mean, they only made like $5 billion last quarter.
I mean, they've got a spare million sitting around.
They literally made $5 billion.
It's a rounding error for them.
Yeah.
There's 254 of you out there, 107 likes. Thank you very much. Got to 100. Now we're aiming for 200. That's a good thing. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I would like to get to 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a stretch goal, but I think we can do it. So if you haven't liked and subscribed,
all 252.9. I'm not sure which number is right. All y'all go ahead and hit the
Moomy Kiki says, seeing different titration levels in the chat. Are more people not following the traditional titration of 2.5 and so on for TERS and for Ozempic? So what typically happens when you see the unusual doses is people are using compounded medications, and very often the compounded pharmacies have an alternate dosing strategy that's slightly different. They might have added a level. They're trying to customize their dosing such that they can meet the FDA 503A requirements.
Make it more personalized.
And then you will also see people who work with their physicians, and perhaps they're having side effects or something else, and because they can draw what they need from a vial, they may take a higher dose or a lower dose or a half dose or so on. So.
Lisa Brockington, good evening. I take my 8th shot tomorrow and down 25 pounds. Wow, that's some progress. Good job, Lisa.
Oh, there we go.
Lynn G. I lost 1.8 pounds during Thanksgiving week on vacation in Las Vegas to see family. Holy moly, that's awesome. Also didn't need seatbelt extender on the plane. So many good things in those short sentences. Good job, Lynn. I bet that felt amazing not to need that seatbelt extender. And Vegas, Thanksgiving, vacation, lost a pound, almost 2 pounds. That's awesome. That's really, really great. Nettie Stew, has anyone been told that they look older after weight loss? Has anyone considered facial Botox or fillers? Every day of my life. No, I don't. I have never done Botox. I'd love to get, some lines Botoxed out. Maybe, in my cheeks, my cheeks were a lot chubbier, and they kind of, I don't know. I don't have that chubbiness right here anymore.
I can tell you, I think it evens out after a while, depending on your age and your genetics and all of that. But I mean, if you lose a lot, particularly if you look at my picture, my head was twice the size. I have hats that just collapsed. So there was, if you look early on, there was certainly more skin. It's kind of evened out a little bit at this point.
Yeah, and I think skincare is really important. Like I have a regimen that I use morning and evening. I do, scrubs and cleansers and moisturizers and all kinds of things. So if you're interested in what I use, you can message me directly or send me an email through the website, and I can send you all that.
You're interested in what I use?
He doesn't.
It's a $5 tube of Harry's face wash. It might be $7 actually.
I use Rodan and Fields. I do still sell it. If you can purchase it through me if you want to, but I use Rodan and Fields. I use like their whole everything that they put out. I have used.
Real Pro Vanner just started Monday with my first shot. What is each of your maintenance amounts? Well, what's interesting about maintenance is it's kind of a crapshoot at this point. If you look at what Lilly,
my dose,
the dosages. If you look at the dosages, Lilly actually calls out in their literature. It's 15, 10, and 5.
Weird.
That's what they say. When you begin to talk to doctors and you talk to real world people, everybody's in a different place. So for instance, I'm on 15 milligrams. That's the highest dose that I achieved. many of the doctors we've interviewed have said maintain at the highest dose that you've achieved. That's what I've been on for, I don't know, 30 weeks, something like that.
Mhm.
Don't have any plans of going down or changing it. What dose are you on?
I'm on 7.5 currently. So when I hit my goal weight, I was on a 12.5 milligram dose, and I wanted to come down in dose because I thought that's what you were supposed to do a year and a half ago, to see if you could, come down. I don't know. This was, a while back. Nobody really was giving me any maintenance information. So I stepped down in dose. I went all the way down like monthly, you know what I mean? Or every 6 weeks, I would drop it down. And then I got to 5 and I felt hungry and the food noise come back. And I said, oh, you know what? Let me go up to 7.5. So I've really been at 7.5. And, it's interesting because with the price points that Eli Lilly has for their Lilly Direct vials, the lower doses are cheaper. So if you're a self-pay person, it might behoove you to try to move to those lower doses. Now, Christopher's not going to move to a lower dose. He's just fine where he is. He doesn't want to mess with it. Okay, that's fine. I was just trying to see, could I save some money? Could I, you know what I mean? Like, where do I really need to be? So I've done 7.5. I've popped up back to 10 a couple times, just to when maybe I felt like food noise was coming back a little bit or whatever. So, but now I'm on 7.5, and I'll probably hang out here for the foreseeable future.
The reality is your maintenance dose is the dose that best helps you maintain, which sounds like circular logic, and it absolutely is. But it's that dose that keeps you at an even level, that the food noise isn't too bad, that that you can do. And honestly, it's a shame that cost even has to be a consideration on it. You should be able to take the medication that you need to manage your disease, right. Period.
Well,
cost shouldn't be, but it is.
And I also want to say, when we started back in September of 2023, we were given a 2.5 milligram vial, a 5 milligram vial, a 7.5 milligram vial, and, do 1 month on 2.5, 1 month on 5, 1 month on 7.5. Nobody told us, and it wasn't really discussed, that if you're losing on a dose, stay on that dose until your weight loss kind of levels off. You know what I mean? So I feel like I could have lost weight probably on lower doses. Like, I probably zipped up through the doses too fast. And we're really, if I had just, maybe I didn't ever need to go above 7.5. Maybe I didn't ever need to go above 10. You know what I mean? So on the way up, you can see how you're doing. And, if you go slower on the way up and then you end on, your body responds really well to it, and you end on 10, maybe you stay on 10. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to be the expert at your body and what works for you, and keep notes, keep a log. I keep a spreadsheet. He doesn't.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. There's no advantage to being on a high dose, a low dose. The right answer for you is the dose that works.
Yeah, you want to be on the dose that helps you manage your disease of obesity the best. That's the best answer. But
even at the highest dose, 15 milligrams is a tiny little amount of medication. Tiny. Most of that you do in the shot is just water. 15 milligrams, tiny. Brain fester.
I buy my Tirzepatide in vials, wondering if there's any advantage to splitting the dose to 2 shots per week. Have you tried it? I'm stalled. I haven't tried it because I don't like taking more shots than necessary, because I'm not really a big fan of shots. After taking over 100 shots, I'm not really going to split. I have interviewed people for the Downsized dish that have done that. Best to talk to your doctor or medical provider about doing that. And there are some situations where that might be effective, but again, we are not doctors. Right. So ask your doctor.
Typically the philosophy around splitting the dose is that you want to even the amount of medication out in your body. So if you're on 5 for over 5 days, you hit 5, it goes down, then you hit 5 again, and it goes up, and it does this, right? So they're trying to split it and even it out. For some people, that works really well. We haven't tried it. I don't like it because honestly, I want the hit. I want more medication. And if you split the dose, you never get to that higher level.
You never get the high of the medication.
So
you
not a
don't get the
doctor,
low of the
but
medication either. Yeah, so the medication, once you take your shot, it has a half-life in your body of 5 days. So, days 1 through 5, you might feel less hungry, less food noise. On day 5, you might start feeling a little bit more snacky. I know I start feeling snacky on Wednesday, and our shot day is on Friday. So you just
talk to your
have
doctor.
know.
You could try it. Is it going to make you break a stall? I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I don't know that I haven't heard anyone doing that for a stall.
So some people will do it to reduce side effects too. They're trying to even side effects out. But.
Well, and I was watching another video today about, sugar and realizing how much sugar you're eating, and sugar spikes your insulin, and these medications are, designed to help smooth out your insulin levels. So, if you're eating a bunch of junk, if you're eating processed foods and sugar, maybe, take a look at dropping some of that out for a while if you're in a stall. Deb Marie 55 says, Williston is near Ocala. All right. Well, thank you, Deb Marie. Sushi Fitness says, have you used Medivera Pharmacy? Yes, I have gotten vials from them through Mochi. If so, do you like it? It was fine. They ship in the blue Mochi thermos and the blue Mochi box. And, everybody loves those blue Mochi thermoses, right? It was fine. I prefer Empower, but Empower ships in a big, huge, not eco-friendly styrofoam container. And that makes me feel bad that I'm killing the environment. And really, I don't know why I prefer one over the other, but they've all worked fine.
Honestly, I've used compounded from 7 different pharmacies at this point.
Yeah.
It's all worked the same for me.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them.
Never too late to dream. I'm 60 and it's never too late to dream. I am a study at my university hospital and I've been on Zepbound for 10 months and I'm down 107 pounds. Ding dang. That's awesome. That's great. Zepbound for 10 months. That's a lot of weight in 10 months. Good job. Frankly, Michelle says Florida is beautiful today. Great walking weather. Today I'm down 115 pounds, 44% of my body weight. Dang, girl. That's awesome. That is so good, Michelle. Thank you. Michelle's also one of our moderators. That's the little wrench you see next to her, and she's a member. Thanks, Michelle, for being a member. Someday we'll move to Florida.
Probably not.
It's too cold here. I don't like winter, and it's not even that much winter we get here. Charles Beau Jester, Zepbound since June of this year, 50 pounds down, and first time I've been under 200 pounds in about 40 years. Wow. And bonus, my sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, all normal since forever. Awesome. Wow. Good job. Brown-eyed girl. I'm down 65 pounds and below my goal. I was thinking of spreading out my shots. If I do that, do I just deal with the fact that I have to throw away unused product? So you're on compounded, I take it. So
please talk to your doctor if you adjust your shots.
Right, because we're not doctors. Some people, we interviewed a doctor the other day who, with his patients, he did a trial testing them having a shot every 2 weeks. So there are,
They were also using Zepbound pens. So
yeah, they were doing, just doing their regular, but at a longer interval. So what you're asking me is with a compound vial, like this one is, this is from Medivera, actually. Somebody asked about that a minute ago. Once you puncture them, you're supposed to use the whole vial within 28 days. Okay, that's the best practice. So technically, you would need to throw away product after 28 days. I've never thrown any product away. But again, I'm not a doctor. We're not doctors. So ask your doctor. Sandy Shore started on phentamine, lost the first 20 on it. It's way cheaper, but only works for a few months. Yeah. So Sandy's doctor started her on that first. I know Sandy personally. I did phentermine also at one point, and it's speed, right? It's an amphetamine. That's why you can't stay on it longer than 90 days, because you are literally hyped up. It's not good for you. Marcy LP, first time I've had the hunger since starting this medicine 5 weeks ago. All right. Well, look, are you eating all your protein? Are you drinking all your water? Or what dose are you on? Talk to your doctor. Have you stayed on the starting dose for the 5 weeks? Some people.
But to be clear, hunger is not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
Particularly very often when you
hunger.
Right. But just regular hunger is just your body saying, I need to survive. And that's not a bad thing. Yeah, food noise is that thing that goes beyond that compels you to constantly eat, that makes you think of that interrupts your life and the way you think. Very often early on, because we eat so little on those first few doses, your body will get hungry eventually, because it says, I need nutrition. I need stuff in me. It needs vitamins and minerals and all the stuff. Mm-hmm. So that might be your body saying,
feed me.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I often think people need to count calories early on to make sure they're getting enough, not to make sure they're not getting too many.
Yeah. I think that was a mistake we made early on, was not eating enough calories. So, we're sponsored by an app called Me Again. If you're looking for an app to tell you how many calories you should be eating and a way to track your food, you can just take a picture of your food with your phone and it'll track it for you. I mean, how easy is that? There's really, and people have their phones out at the table taking pictures of their dinner all the time. So people won't even know what you're doing. Anyway, it's Me Again. It's only for iPhone. It's on the App Store. At Addie Overbeek. Hi. Looks like he was trying to type Laraine. Hello. Nurse Tara's here. Hello, Christopher, Laraine, and Downsizers. Hey, Tara. Travis is here. LD, taking your advice from yesterday, not cheeseburger, but tacos for dinner tonight. Our daughter really wanted tacos tonight.
She did.
That's my eat a cheeseburger theory. If you're, in a plateau, in a stall, have a higher calorie meal, might help. Moj526, been on Tirzepatide since April, down 45 pounds, but I'm experiencing hair loss. Oh no, I'm trying to eat plenty of protein and taking hair supplements and vitamins. Any ideas to help me keep from losing my hair? What I've come to see is that you're not eating enough. You're not getting enough nutrition, but you're eating plenty of protein. You're taking hair supplements and vitamins. Might be something to ask your doctor about. What do you say to that, Christopher?
I mean, my hair was gone already, so I didn't.
He had a full head of hair before starting Tirzepatide.
No, I did not. I think it's a known side effect, and it's one of those things that can be terrifying for people. We all have our vanities, right? And hair is usually one of those things. Each protein, make sure you're getting your nutrition. There are good vitamins out there for it, the Nutrifols and those sorts of things.
If you lose weight too quickly, too, that can be something that happens with any weight loss plan, is you can lose hair if you lose more than the 1 to 2 pounds a week, right? So,
and honestly, usually side effects like that subside after a while, after you've gotten further enough into the doses. So,
I noticed my hair was coming out like midway through my weight loss, and then when I went into maintenance, it seemed to come back a little bit. So, I don't know.
Helen McGuire says, does Zepbound affect prescription medications, how they are absorbed? So this is one of the reasons your doctor, your personal physician should know everything that you're taking. And I say that to people and they're like, oh, well, I would never tell my doctor
You got to
and
tell your doctor about
whoever's writing you those prescriptions should know everything that you're taking, because it does slow down your digestion, right? The stuff, it just goes through a lot. So if you're taking pills, depending on the kind of pill, whether it's, how it's made, it can be absorbed a little bit slower, and it can change the way it works in your body.
Yeah.
If your doctor knows that, they can adjust things and take care of it. But if they don't know you're taking these medications, they can't react to it.
And even, I have a online telehealth doctor with Mochi, but I've told my in-person doctor, who I see yearly for blood work and, my regular checkup stuff, I've told her that I'm on the compounded Tirzepatide, and she, she's not gonna, she didn't say anything about it, but she put it down in my chart, right? She doesn't know the pharmacy. She can't approve it, but it is in my chart. So all of my medications that I take are in my my chart.
And there are some anecdotal reports that it can impact the birth control if you're taking that. So,
right. The Mounjaro babies.
Right. Well, they don't really know whether it's digesting slower or whether you're just, because you're losing weight and your inflammation is down and all the other things are getting better, you're more likely to be fertile. And they just don't know all of the answers to that. Let's see who we have here. We have Dr. Payne Nestor.
Thank you, Dr. Payne Nestor. $4.99 super chat. Always disclose your doctor. Always disclose your doctor works for you and with you, right? So, we interviewed Dr. Nestor. She's going to be on in a couple of weeks, so make sure you hit subscribe so you can see that when she comes on.
But yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest things in this whole process is we have to fight for a good relationship with our doctor, and we have to fight for a doctor who's educated and supportive. And if we don't have an educated and supportive doctor, we have to find another doctor. It's not to say that that's easy, because that can be hard and it can be a lot of work. But I promise you, if you find one, it's worth it.
Oh.
No, I promise you. There's no I promise you.
Well, you just got lucky with your doctor. Your doctor.
Yeah, and I didn't say it was easy. It is
well,
not.
It was easy for you.
It's still worth it.
No, it is absolutely worth it. So, but yeah.
What are you doing, JoJo?
JoJo's eating something over there. JoJo, what?
Oh, she's eating a Post-it note. Don't eat the Post-it note, kitty.
Post-it note. All right.
Question: any info on 2026 Lilly coupon yet? Wonder if it will be more generous. I just looked at the Lilly website because I said people are going to do it. There's no note on the Lilly coupon yet. I think the general assumption is we don't know what's going to happen with the direct pay side of it. So if you're having to pay actual cash out of pocket and don't have insurance that covers it, we don't know what's going to happen with that. Because we think it will probably all go to Lilly Direct, and that's a lot cheaper than the $650 you'd pay for it anyway. If you have insurance that covers it but doesn't cover it well, and that savings card is making up for some savings, and you're paying $25 or $100 or whatever.
$650.
No, and the insurance, it could be as low as $25, and it can be anywhere between that based off of your insurance. Mm-hmm. So it's not always $650.
That's correct.
Right.
I've paid $650 out of pocket. Some people, my friend Elaine, has paid $25 out of pocket.
That's because she has insurance that covers it.
Right. So you don't really, you can look through your plan. You can call your insurance company. You can go to CVS and have them run it and see what it comes out to be.
Basically, if they cover it, they might say, well, we'll only pay for $100 or $600 or whatever it is. And then the savings card from Lilly will pay for another portion of it and lower the cost for you. And it could get down to $25. There's no way for us to know how that's going to be, because you'd have to know what Lilly's going to give you, what you're in, because we don't have insurance.
I know. I'm just saying, don't give them hope that it might.
No, there's absolutely hope. There is absolutely hope.
It just depends on your insurance.
No, we don't know what's going to happen with that.
The current coupon expires December 31st. So, today's December 3rd. So, we'll know something for sure, one way or the other, by the end of the month.
Yeah, the presumption is that if you have insurance, the savings card that lowers your cost is going to be renewed, but we don't know that. And there is so much going on right now with the pricing conversation. It's a different game than it was a year ago. We just don't know.
I think Lilly is going to heavily push the Lilly Direct vials because that will be the cheapest option. So the $2.99 for the starting dose, and what is it, $3.49 for the
Yeah, I mean, the challenge is
dose.
it's not the cheapest option if I've been paying $25.
No, you would not go to self-pay Lilly Direct if your insurance was covering it.
So
for the pen.
Right, but but what is happening, and we had this conversation last night, what is happening is in many cases that person paying $25, their insurance covered part of it, and the Lilly savings card covered part of it and lowered it to $25. So what they want to know is the Lilly card going to get renewed such that it will continue to lower it to $25 or $100 or whatever it is?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
When that savings card first came out, when it very first came out, it allowed, and I'm talking like in 2022, the savings card allowed everybody to get this for $25 if you had commercial insurance. Then the next year, and I know this because this happened to my friend Elaine, and then the next year they changed the coupon so that the price was $500 a month if your insurance didn't cover it, but you had commercial insurance. And then it went to $550, and then for 2025 it went to $650 a month if you have commercial insurance that doesn't cover weight loss medication. So it's been, for people who don't, for people like us whose insurance doesn't cover weight loss medication, but we do have insurance, that price has been steadily going up. Now, Lilly's is really pushing these vials. They just dropped the price on the Lilly Direct vials. I think they're going to want people to go to that rather than continue to discount the pens, but we'll see.
I think they're going to put out a discount card for the insured side.
Maybe. I mean, I hope they do.
I think their bigger fear is losing the insurance business because the PBMs control so much of the market. The cash market is growing.
They made Lilly Direct,
but
I'm not too worried.
Based off their quarterly report, the cash market had grown about 10%. So there's about 90% that they have to defend.
Well, 74% of America has overweight or obesity, and not even 25% of America have taken these GLP-1s yet. So it's the market is tremendous. At Addie Overbeek. Hi, Christopher and Laraine. Thank you for your GLP-1 community support channel. I found you later in my treatment journey, but it was refreshing to hear you and your community feedback comments. They help. Well, I'm glad you're here, Addie. Thanks for joining us. Farm Girl. Every time I start something new, I research everything I can find out about it. This channel has been very informative. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. We have over 800 videos. Christopher just pulled up how many we have. We have over 800 videos. So I hope that you can find something in there that speaks to you. And, we've gotten better as we've gone along. It'll be 2 years in March. We've been doing this YouTube channel. And we do a news show because there's so much news. Every Monday, we do GLP-1 news. So make sure you subscribe so you know when the news comes out. And at first I was like, I don't care about the news. I just want to lose weight. But turns out everybody wants to know what's going on in the world of GLP-1. So it's one of our most popular shows.
And the JoJo show. JoJo's just like showed them her whole face there.
Yeah, JoJo just knocked over some Zepbound pens.
Yeah.
Used, of course. Frankly, Michelle, doing my interview was the first time I said my starting weight out loud. Now I share it. Very freeing. Yeah, so if you told me I was going to go on the internet and say, I started at 193 pounds like every day for 2 years, I would have told you were crazy. But yeah, I mean, and we get to a point when we're in maintenance where it's just a number and it's not this big scary thing anymore, and it's not what defines us, and it's really freeing to break up with that number, right?
Kitty is knocking everything on the table off. Zepbound pens, Ozempic pens, needles, they all have their caps on, have no fear.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
GT Logan, what will you do when you get to 50,000 subscribers? I have 10. No. I don't know. Have a party. When will we get to 50? I think we're adding about 2,000 a month.
Something like that. But it's been incremental. So
maybe in a year maybe this time next year.
I bet we can do 100 by the end of next year.
Maybe. Make sure you like and subscribe, all 274 of you out there.
Who knows? Or Orforglipron comes out, the price comes down, that opens the market up a little bit. There's a lot of people that want to watch YouTube videos about.
A lot of people who want to lose weight.
It's crazy. So, I mean, I've been planning, sat down and started to sketch out
the tripod.
That's a big tripod, Jojo. What next year looks like, and particularly thinking about what content for January looks like, which of course has historically been a good time for weight loss, right? Everybody does their
everybody's got their New Year's resolution.
Got their New Year's resolution,
How many times have I said January 1st? I'm going to lose weight. This is the year. I'm going to do it.
Right. So, what kind of content would you guys like to see in the new year? You know, what kind of videos would you like to see? What ideas do you have? We're trying to sketch it all out for the next 60 days. Don't pull her tail.
She's eating the thing. She's chewing on it. I'm just trying to get her attention.
She's not going to hurt it. It's fine.
She can't hurt it. Come here, Jojo.
She has knocked the microphones out before, but
she has.
Why are you such a crazy kitty? She does not want to do that.
I know, but you're going to sit right there. Sit right here. Okay. Now she's going to bite me.
Darian says the downside mods are kind and gentle, but we do not. Did you kick somebody out, Darian?
No, I was telling them. You can't. No, ow! Cat. She was chewing on my lip gloss. Oh, please. Could you guys do a video on where to buy Tirzepatide when you have a doctor, but your insurance doesn't cover it? I mean,
there's only a few options, so
it
doesn't take that. So if your doctor will write a Zepbound prescription, you can get it directly from Lilly Direct. They can send it just like the pharmacy, and the prices come down, but it's still basically $500. If you don't want to go that route.
Starting dose, isn't it?
Well, but most doses are $4.99
right.
still. $4.49. But basically, it's in somewhere between $250 and $500, depending on what dose you're on. Other than that, you can go the compounded route. We say the telehealth we use all the time. You can build them again.
We use Mochi Health. It's $199 a month for the compound, the Tirzepatide, and they charge a $79 a month membership fee, which covers the doctor. You already have a doctor, but you have to use their doctor to get their compounded medication. So, I don't know. You have a doctor, your insurance doesn't cover it. You can do the Lilly Direct vials. That starts at $2.99 and goes up to $4.99. That's pretty much it. You can use the current Lilly coupon if your insurance doesn't cover weight loss medications. You can get these for $650 a month, but that's ridiculous, right?
Stephanie says, do you know when that had body pain and inflammation reduced? Yeah, lots of people.
Almost every single person.
Yeah. I mean, we even see research on both of those things: knee pain reduced, back pain reduced, inflammation across the board.
Yeah, your knee pain. Was significantly helped.
Yeah, those are pretty common reactions to it. Let's see here.
Barb, Health at Any Cost says, if you have a question, start them with a QQQ so they can see them easily. Thanks. Thanks, Barb. It's Darium. There are so many people who express lowered pain and inflammation along their GLP-1 journey. Yeah, I think that's just like a bonus that people feel as they're losing weight. And a lot of people just talk about the inflammation leaving your body, and what does that look like? Well, maybe you're not so bloated or puffy, or maybe your skin was kind of red and now it's cleared up. Maybe, just different things in your body. Joints don't hurt so much. Knees don't hurt so much. Very common.
Michael Clanton, how are you, sir?
Hey,
Stopped
Michael
in to
Clanton.
say hi. Stay warm down there. I'm working on HRT treatment. Being older male, so hormone replacement. Question, will Tirzepatide lower testosterone? Well, So there was a piece of research that came out this past week that actually was done on men around testosterone and points to it actually increasing testosterone. I haven't dove deep into it, but I've got a plan to do a video about it. So stay tuned. If I think about it, I'll send you a link to it, Michael. But if I don't, you can remind me, and because I often forget things. I might not remember, but
Valerie Wilfert, navigating goal now for 6 weeks, up, down, staying on same dosage, 12.5, down 155 pounds and feeling fabulous. All right, awesome. Now, did you give yourself a range? Did you give yourself like a 5-pound range? Because, you're not going to weigh the exact same thing every day, right? I don't weigh the exact same thing every day, but I'm generally between 140 and 145. That's where I like to hang out. And if you're in that range, if you're in your, 2 pounds up or 2 pounds down from a goal weight, that's fantastic. That's where you want to be. Awesome. Good job on weight loss.
Anthony, question: if you had to predict when Mochi would drop their prices again to match the brand name price changes, when would you guess and how much? Or will brand name need to drop even more first?
Let me use my psychic powers.
I mean, I can tell you, well, it's not specific to Mochi, but I'd
say January 1st.
Yeah.
It's the biggest weight loss time of the year, right?
I do believe they'll drop price. I don't know that these $50 prices are going to be enough to. They're still $50 price. They're still enough to be significantly lower for most of the telehealth companies than Lilly Direct and NovoCare. So I don't know that that's going to force it, but it wouldn't shock me to see prices come down on telehealth and compounding in the new year.
In the 2 years I've been with Mochi, they have dropped their compounded Tirzepatide price a couple of times, and I know because I've been paying it, right? So I think if they see competition coming at them from Lilly Direct, yeah, I mean, and I know that we all know the biggest time of year for weight loss when everybody in America is focused on weight loss is January, right? January 1st, New Year's resolutions and getting back in the gym. The gyms are crowded then and all that stuff. So if it was going to be any time, I'd say it'd be
there
then.
Were a few telehealth companies that had some pretty serious Black Friday prices. There was some half off prices floating around out there.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to believe Novo is going to drop the price of Ozempic Wegovy down below $200 in the next few months, significant on all the doses, not just the starting
We're
dose.
all for that.
But we'll see. I think prices are going to continue to come down in the next 6 months, regardless.
And also, now's a great time to join a gym if you haven't joined one, because if you wait till January to join a gym, there's going to be a gazillion people in there. So get in there now in December when it's kind of like a low time of year, right? So you can navigate your way around, figure out what you like, what you don't like, maybe get one of the trainers to show you around machines, take some classes and stuff like that. It's my little PSA for gyms.
Yeah, there's 269 of you out there. Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher, and this is my lovely wife, Laraine.
Hello.
We talk about GLP-1s. Between the two of us, we've lost 150 pounds using Tirzepatide. We take questions. We celebrate wins. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you haven't heard us say it already, we're not doctors. We will tell you to see your doctor pretty often. We're just your neighbors who lost weight on these medications and started a YouTube channel. But we're happy to chat.
Elizabeth says, has anyone gone down shoe sizes from losing weight? Christopher
has. I did. A full size.
She wore 10s and went down to an 8.8.5.
Yeah.
Confirmed by trying multiple brands. Wow, so fun. I wasn't expecting that. I used to think I had a wide foot, so I used to get wide shoes a lot. I don't need wide shoes anymore, but I'm still like a 9.5. So my shoe size didn't change.
I think I didn't fully understand how much my weight was impacting my entire body. Because like my legs never really appeared big. My wrists didn't really appear big, but it turns out they were. Right. I can now get my hand all the way around it. My neck went down 2.5 inches, almost 3 inches. It was weird things like I always thought my arms were short. because my sleeves were always too long. It wasn't.
Just
My
heavy.
torso was so fat, I had to buy a big enough size to get around it. That the way they make shirts is assume your arms are also longer because you're so big around. Well, when I buy one that's a more average size, the length is right on the arms. Who knew?
I do have short arms, so I do. Yeah, so that's great. But now you have to get all new shoes. Will Vaughn, I've been on Zepbound for about 1.5 years and went from 421 to 242 pounds.
Okay.
Good for you. That's awesome. That's awesome, Will. GT Logan says downsized 41 pounds, now on 12.5 Zepbound, 18 weeks, down 3.5 inches in waist, 30 pounds to go. Yes, this is George from Connecticut. I thought your name was George. That's awesome. 30 pounds to go. You're right. You're on the downhill side now. Oh, please. Do you know of any compound pharmacies that will sell directly to people who have a doctor and a prescription? But didn't we already did this
Well,
one.
I think they're asking the more specific question.
If your doctor will prescribe directly to a compounding pharmacy, ask your doctor to prescribe to a compounding pharmacy.
So if you look around, most cities have compounding pharmacies in them that are local compounding pharmacies that are owned by an actual pharmacist that you can walk in and do. The one here is in our neighborhood is called Neil's Compounding Pharmacy, and there is a man named Neil who is the pharmacist. That is actually a local pharmacy, and he makes custom medications because your kid's allergic to something or for your pets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be somewhere in your town like that that can do it, and in all likelihood that person, Neil or whoever he is in your town, is probably ordering it from another pharmacy, because most local pharmacies do not compound injectables. They're not set up for that level of sterility.
You might ask your doctor if they will prescribe to Empower Pharmacy in Texas, if they will prescribe to Hallandale Pharmacy in Florida. I know people have gone directly through their doctors to those two in particular, but the doctor has to have that set up with the pharmacy, right?
Oh, Joe Brecamonte says, sorry, I should have specified I'm part of a research clinical trial.
Okay, good.
Well, that's exciting. We want to hear more about that.
Yeah, part of a research clinical trial, and we will now be starting the research portion on retatrutide. Awesome, Joe. Yeah, definitely keep us posted on that. So yeah, retatrutide is still in clinical trials, phase 3, and yeah, we'd love to know your results.
Yeah, well, I think that's very exciting.
We hear it melts fat off people. That's what I've heard more than one person say that. Deb Zimmerman says, thanks a lot. Never heard of a Tervis cup. Now I have one ordered and on the way.
So it's a double-walled
We should
cup.
put some on. I think I did put one on our Amazon store.
There is one on the Amazon store now.
Yeah.
I have a video where I talk about a Tervis cup that comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know when. Maybe next week.
Yeah, in a couple days. Yeah. And he likes them because they don't sweat. Like the sweat
keeps things cold too. It's really good at keeping it, particularly in the South, they'll sweat, and it just kind of makes a mess on my desk. Hello from Chicago, Steve.
Hey, Chicago Steve. Sandy, I only own one cup. It's orange. I know, and you lose it all the time. she leaves it in the gym sometimes, and I'm just laughing because we've had that conversation before. Lavender Cat 29, non-scale victory. The tendonitis in my wrists has decreased from the anti-inflammatory side effects, so I've started knitting again. Awesome. A huge pastime and stress relief for me. A week or so in, and so far so good. That's fantastic. It's when you get to do something you like to do again. That's such a non-scale victory, right? That's your life you're getting back. That's awesome. Chicago Steve, has anyone had their first shot of 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound raise their blood pressure for a couple days only? I direct all those questions, Christopher Durham.
I don't know that I've ever. I mean, I take my blood pressure almost every day, and I don't know that I've ever seen any correlation between a shot increase or not. Maybe there has. I haven't personally, but
But when you've gone up in dose,
Has it? Mm-mm.
well, I mean, that time when
I mean, my blood pressure
your
went
blood pressure got too low because you were
Right.
on your blood pressure,
Right,
you were still on blood pressure medicine.
Yep.
You'd lost so much weight that you didn't need that dose of blood
Right.
pressure medicine. So the doctor cut your dose because you were getting lightheaded.
Right, but it was associated with weight loss. It wasn't
Weight loss,
associated
not
with
with
a
the
dose
dosage
change.
level.
But I have a blood pressure cuff. We put one in the store that connects to an app. If you don't have one and you've been on these meds and you have a significant amount of weight to lose, I strongly encourage you to regularly take your blood pressure because you will need to work with your doctor
to adjust.
If necessary. It's genetics, it's weight, it's a lot of things.
The blood pressure medicine.
But I mean, if your blood pressure medicine is too high and your blood pressure goes too low, you can feel faint. You know, there's things that happen. Again, good reason to have a great doctor that you're communicating well with.
Yeah, you can go to our website at thedownsized.org and click on the Amazon store. We've got one of those in there, along with the Turvis, Deb. Just kidding. And we do make a small commission on each purchase for Amazon affiliates. Fire and Iron. So far, I'm down a total of 101 pounds as of this week. Awesome. Fire and Iron.
Scepters and swords. Do you need to take Mounjaro every week? Well, there's a couple of things going on there. The first thing I would say is Mounjaro is typically prescribed for type 2 diabetes, and type 2 diabetes is a whole separate medical issue. If it was prescribed for type 2 diabetes, definitely do not adjust your dosing or your pattern without talking to your doctor, because you can hurt yourself.
But yes, these drugs are designed to be administered once a week.
Yeah. Now, as we talked about earlier, if you were here earlier, there are doctors doing research on stretching it out. There's a lot of things happening in the medical community, but again, talk to your doctor, because just changing things willy-nilly can be dangerous.
Why are you holding that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Miggy Spins, I'm not sure what you're asking. Concentration of API, dilution, solution, additives, preservatives, etc. Not sure.
Well, different pharmacies mix up things differently. So you have your active pharmaceutical ingredient, the Tirzepatide. You've got, maybe I think this one was compounded with niacinamide, and you've got some numbers on the vial that may seem confusing, but you want to look at your dosage instructions and read all the stuff that comes with your medication. Make sure you're taking the correct number of units out of the vial into your body.
Crick Kraken says, Christopher, are you still having allodynia? Mine is so annoying, but is worse some days than others. I don't have it every day, but I do have it regularly.
Did you have it before?
No.
No.
I didn't have it before. It's from the medication. That's a known side effect. So allodynia is, for lack of a better phrase, sensitivity of the skin. So it can feel like heat for some people. It can feel like prickling for some people. For me, it's a hypersensitivity, usually with pain isn't really the right word.
Just irritating, or
such that there are still some textures of clothing that I just don't wear because it's too much.
And you have sensitive skin to start with, I think is what I was getting at, because there's some detergents that I cannot.
Yeah, but
use.
I don't think those are. I don't think the two things are related. But I do, at least once a week, I will have a day where I'm like, ooh, and I've got a few. It's typically around my torso. And I've got a few just really soft shirts that I'll wear, because if they have any texture to them at all, they hurt. And I just
walk around naked.
If it weren't so dang cold, because you're trying to freeze me out here.
72 degrees in our house. It's not that cold in here, but we're freezing. Yes, we are. Al Cortez 173. Hi, everyone. Down 52 pounds in 20 weeks using Zepbound. My dosing schedule has been 8 weeks at each dose. Seriously?
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the longest interval I've
that he's been on each dose for 8 weeks.
Oh, 8 weeks at each dose. Sorry, you knew I took that the wrong way. Yeah, I sure did. Okay, 8 weeks at each dose. That's that's good. If that works for you, that's good. Mumi Kiki, thanks for answering my questions, CD and LD, and thanks to the community. Much encouragement and info found here. Well, Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, Sold by Storm. Hi, Downsized. Had sleep study last night. Went from severe to mild. He is celebrating, so I guess that's good. Sugar under 100 every morning. Have you heard of insurance stopping coverage once diabetes and sleep apnea are under control? I think once you have it, you always have it.
I've never heard of it for diabetes. If you stop taking your medication,
your sugar will come back up.
Right. These are not cures, and they know that, so they should be reporting you as honestly, your chart will always say you're a diabetic, even if it's in remission. Mm-hmm. Sleep apnea, this is such a new conversation around sleep apnea, and this because there really wasn't a way to control it prior to that. You could manage your breathing with a CPAP, but there wasn't. But it should be the same way as diabetes. It's going to be there. They report the original numbers. People ask the same question about your BMI and getting down to weight. Well, once I'm at a healthy BMI, will they still cover it? They should always report your original BMI. You continue to have the disease of obesity.
Zepbound has only been approved for sleep apnea for less than a year, right? So I don't know. There's not a lot of people who have been prescribed it for sleep apnea that have then gotten it under control for a long enough period of time, I think, for an insurance company to even blink at that. But you know how insurance companies are. Joe says, as part of the research clinical trial, I had a DEXA scan and weekly weigh-ins using the Human Health Body Pod.
I think it's Hume.
Oh, is that the one that we have? The Hume Health Body Pod. Highly recommend people on GLP-1 getting one. And you can save money with our link that's in the comments.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Hume.
Them.
It's a great product.
Yeah, lost 13% body fat, put on 8 pounds muscle. Yeah, I think our code is the Downsized, or maybe it's just Downsized.
I think it's just Downsized.
Downsized. The link and the code are in the description. Yeah, we have a body pod. We love it. DEXA scan, Yep. And with the body pod, you can see your body fat, you can see your muscle, on each body part, how it's changing, your body fat on each body part, your water, all kinds of things. It's awesome. Vera says, it's great how so many have lost mega pounds. And I'm a little jelly because I only lost about 29 since I started in May. This is my first week and 7.5 of Zepbound.
How many weeks has that been then?
Well, May, June, July. It's like seven months, right? 7 times 4 is 28 pound a week. I think you're right there in the average, Vera. I think you're right at a pound a week, maybe a little less. And yeah, I get it, right? It's discouraging when you're like, oh, everybody's losing weight faster than me. But 29 pounds is awesome. Right. And if you're right there in that average weight loss of a half a pound to 2 pounds a week, you're doing it. So also just remember, this is now a lifelong lifestyle, right? So you're going to get there. You're going to get there. So just keep going. You're doing great. Anthony says, between that $5 face wash and the no glasses look, Christopher is looking his metabolic age of 42. Now you're just sucking up, Anthony.
Anthony has a great memory too.
No, he does. He remembers everything. When I was on my everything was diabolical. He used to say diabolical a lot too. He also remembers the Chicago, which my daughter and her friend were singing. Why were they singing the Chicago the other day? They were going to see Wicked in 4D. Somehow they got to singing the Chicago song from Victorious from Nickel. Oh, because Ariana Grande, maybe? Anyway, yep. Joanne Roundtree. Very weird day. Went shopping and now wearing size 8 jeans. First time in my adult life, 61. I personally am doing 7.5 milligrams Tirzepatide from Mochi and have gone to 10 days in between shots. Appetite in check. Amazing. That is great. I was never a size 8 in my adult life either. Isn't that amazing to like wear those smaller sizes that you just never thought were achievable, and now you're just wearing them, and you're doing great. So that's awesome. 10 days in between shots. How do you remember how do you remember on the 10th day? Do you put it in your phone? Do you have a paper calendar? How do you remember? Like I have to remember Friday. If I had to remember a different day every week, I think I would not remember it so well.
Karen just started week 16 and down 42 pounds. Question about injection. How far from the belly button can I inject? The area around it is a bit sore. So it should be a few inches away from the belly. You shouldn't be right next to the belly
2
button.
inches away?
Yeah, honestly, I typically will try and do it about 3, depending on your hand size, kind of a few fingers out. You're not really supposed to be right next to there's a lot of nerves, and it was tied off, and that's actually a scar right there. There's a lot going on with your belly button.
Make sure you're injecting into fat. I think as long as you're injecting into fat in that belly button area. Sometimes I've injected into what I think was just loose skin, and then the medication just kind of bubbled up under my skin. You don't want to do that. If you inject into fat, it will absorb much better.
GT Logan says, Christopher, at what week did you go up to the 15 milligram dose? I couldn't tell you, George. I don't know.
He didn't keep
honestly,
track.
I don't have Laraine spreadsheeted all of that. I did not do that. It was probably...
You went up faster than I did, I think.
No, I don't think I did. Honestly, if somebody, maybe Anthony remembers, but there was a show where I said it, but it was
probably at 6 months.
Yeah, it was probably 6 or 7 months if I had to guess. I mean, I can tell you, I have asked every one of the researchers that I've talked to and every one of the doctors that I've talked to, and there's no compelling evidence one way or the other that the speed or slowness of titration makes you lose any more or less weight. Several of them have actually said it's just the total amount of time on the medication. So their goal is always to keep you at the lowest dose possible for as long as possible to minimize side effects, because they want to keep you on the drug.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily, I mean, it might, we just don't know. There's no research to say that it's going to make you lose more or longer. So Barb says, inject at least 3 inches from belly button.
Don't inject in scars or stretch marks. Yeah, for sure. Anthony says, I love those giant Empower boxes with giant ice packs. But today I made protein hot chocolate in the blue mochi thermos. Genius. So you can just carry it with you. Yeah, so those blue mochi thermoses, they ship, Empower doesn't, but like the Medavera pharmacy, they ship in the it's just like a I use mine for water, like when we travel, because it fits in my backpack so nicely. You can fill it with water, keeps it cold. You can fill it with hot liquids. Yeah, that's a great idea. I need some protein hot chocolate. I had a really good one from Premier Protein, and I don't know if they've stopped making it. So if you've got a good one that you like send it to me. I mean, send me an email and tell me what it is. Don't actually send me. You don't have to actually send it to me. Just tell me the name of the one you like. Brindy says, people say it is common to lose hair with quick weight loss. Agreed. Do I need to worry I will lose all of my hair? I find so much hair in my hairbrush, on my shirt, and in my sink. What do I need to know? If you're losing more than, 1% of your body weight, which is about 0.5 pound a week, up to 2 pounds a week. If you're losing more than that, you stand a greater risk of hair loss. I would recommend making sure you have a good multivitamin, and that you're going easy on your hair. Use a gentle shampoo, use a detangling brush, like maybe a satin pillowcase. Like there's things you can do to be gentler on your hair. You want to make sure it's really about your nutrition, right? You have to make sure you're eating enough calories, getting enough vitamins and minerals. What can you add to that, Christopher?
No, I think that's all. It could happen and it might not happen. The thing about the side effects is there's no guarantee that anybody gets any side effect.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know why people get the side effects that they do. Hair loss, nausea, diarrhea, constipation, allodynia, coldness. There's a bunch of them. The vast majority of people don't get the vast majority of the side effects, but some people do, and we just don't know why. The whole thing about all the stuff that she said is trying to minimize the possibility of it, but at the end of the day, your body's going to do what it wants to do. So I think in general, your hair is going to recover it mostly once you get down to your weight that you want to be and you get into maintenance and start eating a little better anyway, but it can be a little scary. Eddie Overbeek. While on Tirzepatide, I can no longer tolerate tomatoes. I steer away from Italian foods. Anyone else have similar experience? Yeah, I mean, I've always had a challenge with, and it's not with tomato sauce, particularly the acid in it has always given me a hard time. It's worse now, like just straight up Italian, sauce, gravy, whatever you call it. I like it a lot, and every once in a while I will eat some, but it upsets my stomach. I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, people report different food aversions that they didn't have previously. It's Darium. Also, please take a moment and ensure you hit the like button. We appreciate your support. Thanks for the reminder, Darium. Let's see, we've got 295 viewers, 197 likes. So hit that like button, because that tells YouTube to recommend us to other people who are looking for information on GLP-1 journey. So we appreciate that. Thank you. I'm fair to Midland. Somebody asked him who he was. Facts CD. Rip to the OG $25 Mounjaro savings card. Right? Like my friend Elaine told me that. I was like, dang, I wish I'd have gotten in on that. TJB +3. I paid $25 with a coupon. Without the coupon, I would pay $100. I asked before I started the medication. I hope they extend the coupon. I will continue my treatment either way.
Yeah, we hope they do too, but we just don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, $100 still. I mean, $25 is fantastic. That's what everybody wants, right? KRNB says, wouldn't it be great if Mounjaro brand also got quick pens? Yeah, so much easier for traveling, but would have to ensure it's cool enough for a return trip in hot climates. Yeah.
It's very possible that Mounjaro will also get them. We don't know. I mean,
we have our travel.
Yeah, you assume that if Zepbound's getting them, I think Zepbound and Mounjaro come out of the same factory. It's just a different label. There's nothing. And here's the British Quick Pen here. I can tell you that if you look
Travel
at the
case,
instructions for care on the English Lilly site, they're slightly different, and these can be out of the refrigerator a little bit longer. So unless you're in the desert,
you don't want them to go, I think it's over 80.
Yeah, I mean,
read the insert.
Generally, you could probably carry this in an insulated pack that just maintained the temperature, and you'd be okay for the duration of the pen.
Kirsten's memory says, for 2026, I want to see a camera on JoJo and see her adventures from her point of view. I've seen, what is it, on TikTok or something, the cat they put a camera on the cat so they can see where the cat's going, what the cat's doing. I have a neighbor who put like a tracker on her cat so she can look at her phone on an app and see where how far, where the cat is at any given time. We were going to do that at one point for JoJo. I think that would be really, you just see her like sitting on our porch most of the time, like looking out at the street, and then like something loud comes through the neighborhood and she like wants back.
She was not happy today. All the lawn guys were out.
Our neighbors are doing a remodel according to the truck in the in the street, and JoJo was not happy about it because they were making a lot of noise. She doesn't like loud noises.
Miggy Spins question, do you have clarification on Medicare coverage? Have heard some say it's all across Medicare. Others say it will roll out as limited coverage. What I will tell you is everything that's being said about Medicare coverage right now is rumor. And until the government actually publishes the qualifications, they're making assumptions. We simply do not know.
Yeah.
We know they have used in a couple of places words about this being a test program. Now, what that means, we don't know because they haven't given us, there's a lot of people making assumptions about it. And they might be right, they might be wrong. Hopefully in the new year, they'll publish it's all got to come out from the CMS. I mean, they've got to publish how you actually, who's eligible, what the requirements are to be eligible, how long you're eligible, what it'll cost, the whole 9 yards. Because really what we have is a press conference where they said the average price will be this, and it might be as low as this.
It doesn't really give.
Yeah, so there's just not a lot of detail, but there's a lot of people speculating.
Yeah.
I could speculate as well. I have no earthly idea. We would just be making stuff up.
CC, love your daily shows. A fun question. What is the story behind the music sound clip at the end of each episode?
There's no story. It's just a fun little clip I made.
Where'd you get the tune from? Was it just on YouTube that was a free sound?
No, there's a like 3D logo animator called, I don't remember what it was called.
The music though, not the
it was
logo.
it was on the service that I used. And I went, I like that sound because I don't know.
Yeah, you have to pick sounds that aren't trademark.
Yeah, it's
copyrighted.
It's a non-copyrighted sound, so I don't know. There's no great story there.
There's no good story.
No.
Brindy says, I've lost 29 pounds since April. We read that.
Did
we talked about hair loss? Yeah.
One moment, please.
Hello, JoJo. Says Sweet B95. Such a beautiful tabby. JoJo says my tinkle. Gee, I am a good girl. Mig Spins at Stephanie Seaman. Fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, eczema, all gone. That's good. Hey, Aida, my GLP-1 daily. Sorry so late. I met up with a friend that just started Wegovy. She had a lot of questions that you discuss regularly. I told her about the Downsized. I'm sure you did. Carlin, hi again. You guys are great. Hubby and I are on week 2. Awesome. I'm down 8.8 and he's down 11. Figuring all this out, trying to get the protein and fiber in. Guess I'll stay in 2.5. Yeah, you're losing 4 pounds a week. I'd say you're good on 2.5 for a while. That's on those first couple weeks are definitely going to be your highest weight loss weeks. And that's just with any weight loss program, right? But yeah, so sounds like you're doing great. Make sure you're eating enough calories, right? So that sounds like y'all are doing great. Good job. Julie, first time watching you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to need this information. I'm starting tomorrow. Oh, wow. All right, guys. What would you tell someone starting tomorrow? What's your best piece of advice?
Just take your shot.
Take your shot. Make sure you're drinking.
If you're not sure,
water.
Take your shot. If you're going on vacation, take your shot.
Eat your protein first. Every bite you take should have some protein in it, especially those first weeks and months, because you're not going to be able to eat a lot at first. Christine Anderson says, how did you settle on your goal weight? BMI, a predetermined weight you set when you started? You just knew when you got there? I've lost 71.5 pounds and I am at 25.1 BMI. Sounds like you're there. It was the Weight Watchers weight from their chart that I had been striving towards since probably about the past 10, 15 years. And that's just a number on the chart at Weight Watchers. So really you should ask your doctor. You guys can look at some charts and your doctor maybe can guide you. sorry, I don't have a better answer than that. You know, our friend Barb, Health at Any Cost, she lost a great deal of weight. And when she got down to 120 pounds, her body just stopped losing weight. So sometimes your body just stops. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a question for you to ask.
And I had a long conversation with my doctor, and we looked at a bunch of charts online and had a conversation about, hey, how did you feel when you were this? And just kind of, we worked together and picked a number. There's no great science to it, though.
Yeah.
Jennifer Fod says, if I can wait to get a new box of Zepbound until January, would you wait or purchase now with the coupon? Well, that depends. Do you have insurance that's paying for most of it?
How much is it going to cost now?
I don't know what it's going to cost you right now.
If it's going to cost $650 now, hopefully it won't cost any more. Okay.
If it's going to cost $650 now, I'd buy from Lily Direct. If you have insurance and it's going to cost you $25, go ahead and get another box. Or $100, go ahead and get another box.
If you can get a good price on it now, get it. If it's $650, get the Lily Direct vials instead. But I wouldn't wait to start. Like the sooner that you start,
well, they have.
The better.
I assume, given that it's get a new box, they already have a box.
Well, you can only purchase every 28 days. So, are they? Maybe they're currently on Zepbound.
That was the way I read it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If it's, I don't know. If you're paying $25, yeah. If you're paying $650, it's hard to say. I don't think it's going to go up another $100, but it's gone up the coupon price has gone up for us every year. So,
and the cash price isn't going to go down anymore anytime soon.
I mean, I think your best bet is to go to the vials if you're looking for a price point, or to compounded.
Let's see, there's 291 of you out there, 221 likes. Thank you very much. We've now been running our mouths for 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 58 seconds. So we will not be much longer for this world.
Well, we'll still be in the world.
We'll still be in the world, just not for here.
Deb Marie says, has anyone else had a slight rash at the injection site? I used the Mounjaro pen. I did get an injection site reaction a couple of times. It was more like a red welt. It's definitely something you want to take a picture of and send to your doctor. Contact them about that. They can direct you on that. But people have reported that. It's not a common side effect, but we have heard of it.
Virginia Olson says, question, does it matter to take the vial out for 30 minutes before shot or just take it cold?
Take it cold.
A lot of people swear by taking it out to let it warm up a little bit. We just take it cold. We take it as soon as we do it. I've never had a problem with it, but if you're sensitive to the cold, you might. Personally, I would not leave the entire vial out for 30 minutes. I would draw it out and let the syringe come up if you don't like it cold, just to minimize the shock of cold, but
yeah, I don't want those vials outside of the refrigerator for any longer than they need to be, because I want to keep them refrigerated, right? What if you leave it out too long and it comes to room temperature? Well, then you're cooked, right? I mean, then it's good for 28 days and that's about it. Kathy Russell, 618. I've been eating low carb and no sugar. The other day I ate half a cookie and I hit my stomach very hard with burps. Is that from taking the Zepbound? Probably.
Could be.
Probably. Yeah.
Everybody reacts differently to these medications. What I would say about low carb and no sugar, I mean, we certainly dramatically diminished the number of carbs that we eat. And even on maintenance, we haven't added a ton back. We eat carbs, so we don't block anything out. My goal was always in eating to begin to develop eating patterns that were sustainable for the rest of our life, not to create a weird diet that I'm never going to do again, not to say that that's what you're doing. So that I didn't want to block out anything, minimize things, and understand that some things have more calories, less calories, whatever, and just be a little smarter about how we eat. But we didn't block anything out.
Well, I mean, I think her approach is a common one. And yeah, if you don't eat sugar for a while and then you eat sugar, you're gonna feel it. And on Zepbound, a lot of people report that kind of stomach ache if they eat some greasy food or some really spicy food. So the Zepbound could be definitely affecting that. Sholem potash. I'm at 260. At 5'11", started on 2.5. I'm in week 4, lost 4 pounds. I was eating clean. Looks like too much. When do you think I should go up to 5?
Go back to, first of all, we're not doctors. Second, the general recommendation, and it's not saying when you should do it, but it's saying generally the philosophy on this is as long as a dose is working for you, you can stay at the dose. So if you're continuing to lose weight and you're not having side effects and you feel like it's all working, food noises in check, then you just kind of go along as you're going. And as that diminishes and it doesn't work quite as well, then you can go up in dose. So it's a personal conversation that you need to talk to your doctor and say, this is how I'm feeling, and look at the scale, look at your side effects, and adjust appropriately. So,
yeah, if you're losing a pound a week, I'd say stay on that dose. If you stop losing weight, you could ask your doctor about going up, but if you're having side effects, you don't want to move up. So, but yeah. 2.5 is the starting dose. Most people move off of that. Had a 3-month appointment with my doc, and as soon as she walked in, she stated, I love this medicine, down 47 pounds since March and only 12 pounds from her goal. That's always good when the doctor's on board too, right? That's great.
Let's see. I'm going to scroll through and look for questions specifically. Has anybody tried injecting in their thighs? Yeah, I have never noticed any difference between any of the injection sites. Oh, well, here's a new one. The dude, since I've been taking Tirzepatide, I've been noticing decreasing amounts of gray in my hair and in my beard. Anyone else notice less gray? I have not. Mine only either falls out or gets more gray.
Yeah, no, I don't have any gray hair. Christopher does. Yeah, no, I haven't noticed less gray hair. That's a good one. I'd wonder if anybody else has that. Anthony says, LD on maintenance, do you now focus on your body fat percentage number using the body pod? Yeah, it says I have too much body fat. Do you have new goals around those other numbers? Are you lifting more to reach that? These are all excellent questions, Anthony. And I'm feeling this past week like kind of a lazy lump after Thanksgiving. I haven't kind of gotten back into the swing of my workouts, but I will. It gave me something weird. Let me pull it up because I'll tell you what it said. And then I was kind of like, well, I don't know what to do with that. Please hold on. Okay, so body composition. If I go to body fat percent, it says I have 28% body fat and it's in the standard range. Okay, so then I click on it again, and so my body fat percentage is 28 and it says standard. And then my body fat mass directly under it, it says 40.5 pounds, and that's high. So do I need to lose more body fat? Like maybe my lean mass percentage says standard, my skeletal muscle mass says standard, my body weight, everything's standard. Everything's in the green, everything's standard, except for my body fat mass. I have 40 pounds of body fat on my 145 pound body. Now I'm not going to lose 40 pounds like that. That doesn't compute, right? So I'm not sure what that means. So that was when you say body fat percentage number, I do look at that. I don't know. There seems to be a disconnect there. So maybe as I go along, that'll even out. Do you have new goals around those other numbers? Are you lifting more to reach that? I would like to start doing more weights. I did a weight class with light weights on Monday, and it really, I'm like sore in places I haven't been sore in a long time. So I would like to try to get more into the weightlifting. Yes.
Mr. Mike Mitchell, shot number 75 today, down 201 pounds, feeling healthy. Mike Mitchell, you need to come on and do an interview with me.
Down 201 pounds. That's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. We would. I'm always looking for guys to do interviews. Anybody out there, if you'd like to do a Downsized Dish interview, you can go to our website at thedownsized.org. Fill out the form. It's a couple of questions. It's very easy just to help us manage because we have lots going on and I don't want to forget anybody. But yeah, that's fabulous, man. That is fabulous. Let me see here. All right, I think we hit all the big questions here. Yeah, I think so.
What are all those other paragraphs?
They're talking to each other about doing shots in the thigh and about lipedema. Let's see here. What is Barb saying? Brand new research info is saying it can possibly help folks with lipedema. Watch Monday's news shows. Christopher will report on it for sure. I haven't pulled the news yet, but I believe you, Barb. So
I think somebody else mentioned that. It must have been like a study that came out.
Yeah, there's as I see it throughout the week, I kind of throw it on. I throw it into a folder and then I put it all together. Usually on Sunday morning, and we film and do the news. But lipedema is certainly a big conversation around it. So we're hopeful because we met a lot of folks who need a lot of help with it. So that'd be good. Well, very good. So there's 274 of you out there. We appreciate you joining us for the last 2 hours, 1 minute and 3 seconds. It's 235 likes. So you got a few minutes. If you want to go ahead and hit like and subscribe, we would appreciate that as well.
Jojo says
we do this most Wednesday nights, almost every Wednesday night. That's Jojo Durham there. Jojo Cornelius. If you get a Jojo question on the trivia set, her middle name is Cornelius, and she likes to yawn. All right.
All right.
That is
Thanks,
it for
guys,
us
for
tonight.
watching.
We got a lot of good stuff coming up in the next week or so. So stay tuned because there's a lot of cool videos coming out. My name is Christopher Durham.
Oh, we're done. That's the end.
That's the end.
That's the end. Well, and I do want to say, if you're out there thinking about getting started, thinking about taking that first shot, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and get started. Go ahead and get going. The holidays are not a bad time to get started. Maybe you have some extra time off and you can, hang out a little bit more around your house. So go ahead and do it. Go ahead and go into that gym. Go ahead and walk around while there's not a gazillion people there and check it out. So, or, maybe for Christmas, you want to buy yourself some home equipment, so maybe some exercise.
Or better yet, if you need something for your Christmas list, you should put the Downsized at Sea cruise on your Christmas list and join us next June for the cruise, June 4th through the 8th out of Miami, Florida. We'll be sailing from Miami to Nassau and the private island of Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island. We'll do all kinds of fun stuff, meet and greets and interviews and panels and karaoke and line dancing and just hanging out by the pool. And we'll have dinner together each night. So lots and lots of fun. Go to our website, thedownsized.org, and check it all out. You can reach out to our travel agents and they'll take care of you. Is that it for us now?
I think that's it now.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. My name is Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
We are the Downsized.
Bye.